Okay, people, I'm doing this recording for my two groups, afternoon and evening, because in the afternoon we had some issues. I had problem with my connection, and some students had problem with the electricity. So that is why I'm doing this presentation, this recording. Um, for you to know, on Monday we have the composition, and on Tuesday we're going to have the written and oral exam. Okay, as you know, we have a tropical storm maybe happening tomorrow. So we are going to, no, I am going to send you this recording. I am going to send you this recording that belongs for today. And later I am going to send you another recording that is for tomorrow. Okay, because maybe as you know, for the tropical storm, maybe tomorrow some people won't have electricity. Normally here where I live in Iberal, when we have a storm, they take the electricity out. So this is why I am doing this recording. Okay, so remember, this is from Unit 5 to finish Unit 5, and later I am going to send you the one that belongs from Unit 6 complete. Okay, vocabulary and grammar from Unit 6 for you to study in your house. Okay, on Friday, if God will, we're gonna have Zoom normal, and on Monday, Monday is the day of the composition. We're gonna have Zoom also to do a review. Also, today, maybe later, I am going to send you a review of units 4, 5, and 6. Remember that we haven't finished, we haven't worked with unit 6, but as I am going to send you the video of unit 6, I am going to prepare a review complete from units 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Okay, so let's start. So remember, we're working with unit 5 now. Today you had a homework where some people were going to explain me the vocabulary. The people from the afternoon did this homework by Zoom, but as I am having problems with the connection, maybe people from the evening are going to complete this task on Friday. Also, the task that you have with the video that I assigned yesterday. Okay. Also, the people that didn't do this activity with the video from the afternoon, on Friday, you have to complete that activity. Okay. You have to tell me about what did you understand with that video. And later I am going to send that video in the group for everybody to watch that video because it's really beautiful. I like that video a lot because um, eh, they are talking about the mother nature and the importance of taking care of the nature. Okay. Okay, so this is the vocabulary. Here I am going to explain, or we are going to explain and review this part, when to use do and when to use make. As you know, in Spanish, these two words have the same meaning, the same definition. Do and make is the same in Spanish, hacer. But when can I use do and when can I use make? Let's see that. Okay, here we have do is used to show that an action or activity is being performed. So when we say performed, it's not, I mean, it's the same as in Spanish it's hacer, but it's not hacer, it's realizar. So when you do the dishes, you are performing that action. Okay, you are not building anything, so you are performing that action. Sorry, when you do the laundry, also you are performing that action. Okay, realizando esa acción. So that is why we use do, because it's not to construct or to create. No estamos hablando de construir. Okay, we are talking about realizar something. Other example that we could use with do the chores, or do the housework, which is the same, and also do the homework, right? Do the homework, because you are performing that action. So you are not constructing, you are not building anything. So you are creating something. And also a rule that you have here is do is used to describe an activity that you have to do repeatedly. An activity that you have to do repeatedly. So you wash the dishes every day, you do the laundry maybe every week, twice a week, so that is repeatedly. You do the chores. Here you are at the university, or maybe at the institute, you have to do the homework, so that is something that you do repeatedly. It is important to remember that do contains an element of duty and responsibility. The meaning of duty is deber, responsibility. Okay, so your responsibility, your duty is to do the English homework. Okay, your responsibility is to do the laundry. And we have this word make. In this case, we are talking about creating or producing something. If we say, I am making a cake, right, let me write this example. I am making a cake. So in this case, you are producing, you are creating a cake, right? Also, you can say, I am making the dinner, right? I am making the dinner. I am creating the dinner. I am producing the dinner. It's because you are creating something. Okay, that is the difference between these two words. Okay, so you did this activity yesterday. Most of you did this activity. Some of you haven't done this activity. The people who haven't done this activity, please, I need you to complete the activities. I need you to complete the tasks, okay? Because the task, if you don't send the activities, I cannot give you points. I cannot give you points of participation. I cannot give you points of, I don't know, also points of homework. As you know, we grade the homework participation. So it's important for me that you do all the tasks that I assign. Okay, so again, let me share my screen again. So you did this activity yesterday, but I want to review some words, okay? I want to review some words. For example, drop off. When you say drop off, it's because you take somebody to a place and you leave that person in that place. If I say, I have to drop off my children at school, that means that I have to take them there and leave my kids there to study, okay? So as you see these examples, I have here parents can drop off their child directly at the camp. It's the same as if I say parents can leave their child directly at the camp. So when you drop off something, it's because you drop something and take that something to a place and leave that in that place. Okay, so the opposite of drop off is pick up. So if you drop off your kids in the morning at school, when school finish at the end, 4 o'clock or 1 p.m., you pick them up and take them back to your house. Okay, so drop off, you take them to school in the morning, and then at the end of school, you pick them up to take them to your house or to another class that they have, right? Vacuum, this is vacuum. That is not very common here in the Dominican Republic, but that is vacuum. Maybe, I don't know, in big houses, rich people use vacuums. As I am poor, I use this. I sweep the floor, right? And go grocery shopping. What the man is doing is grocery shopping. They went to the supermarket. No, he went to the supermarket and he's doing the shopping. Okay, go grocery shopping. If you have any question about this activity, just let me know in the chat, okay? Okay, so I have this activity for you that is from the vocabulary. I am going to read each exercise, each question, and I am going to give you time to respond by yourself, obviously, because this is a recording. So the number one is, she made blank for her son to see the doctor. What could be the answer of this one? She made blank for her son to see the doctor. So we are talking about doctor. Could be doctor, dentist, pediatrician. So she made an appointment for her son to see the doctor. If you want to see a doctor, if you want to see a dentist, before you see them, you have to make an appointment, right? Number two, I have to blank the kids and take them to soccer practice. What could be the answer of this one? So I have to blank the kids and take them to soccer practice. Imagine that your kids are right now at school. So you don't drop off them again. So you have to pick the kids and take them to soccer practice. They finish school, so you have to pick up the kids and take them to soccer practice, to a second class or whatever. Number three, when I drive, I always signal before moving into another blank. When I drive, I always signal before moving into another blank. What could be the answer? Okay, when I drive, I always signal before moving into another lane, right? Because sidewalk is where the people walk, not the cars. So you can drive. You can't drive in the sidewalk. Traffic is not in the context. And pedestrian, this is a person, okay? So when you say line, most of the time on the streets, you have two lines to drive. Or if it's a highway, you have four lines to drive. So before you move into another line, you signal, you put the direccional to the left or to the right. So that is the line. If you have any questions, just let me know, people. Okay, this grammar again. So we're going to review this grammar, but not here, because I explained that yesterday in the video. Maybe I could review this part. So remember, when we say can, will, could, would, these are modals. Okay, these are modals. The name of these things are modals. Right? Remember, when we use modals to make a request, we use the base form of the verb. We don't change anything. But when we use would you mind, always we have to use ing. Okay, always. So this rule again, when you want to say yes, you answer with no or not at all. No, I'd be glad to. But when you want to say no, you say sorry. But, oh yes, I mind. Sí, sí me importa. Would you mind helping me? Well, yeah, I mind because I am really tired. So I don't want to help you. Understand? Use can, you, will you, could you, or would you, plus the verb to make a request. Okay, remember, base form of the verb. To make a formal request, okay, formal request, use would you mind plus verb plus ing. Remember, to agree to a would you mind request, answer with no. No means yes, okay? And to request, to make a request more polite, add please. You can say please at the beginning or at the end. Please, can you help me? Can you help me, please? Okay, so that is correct to say that way. Okay. So we're going to see more of this. Negative answers to request. So imagine that a person asks you, can you please help me? Can you help me, please? But you don't want to help that person. You have to say, I'm sorry, I can't because I am really tired. That means that you have to give an excuse why you don't want to help that person, why you can't do something. Obviously, in Dominican Republic, we don't give excuses. If you don't want to help, you say no, and that's it. But American people like to be polite. We have to be polite when giving a response. I'm sorry, I can't because I am tired. Um, I'm sorry, I can't right now because I am doing my homework. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't because I am doing another thing. Okay, so you have to give an excuse why you can't do something. Okay, so remember, when you use will, can, could, and would, you use the base form of the verb, right? You never use ing. You never use the simple past. And you never use the present. Like, for example, you can say, I didn't write that example, but you can say, can she helps me? That is incorrect. Okay, that is incorrect. So here I have some examples for you. It's correct to say, can you help me? Base form, right? Would he go with me? Base form. Will they be there with us? Base form of the verb. Notice that here I am using the base form. I am not saying will they are, because are is the conjugation. So you cannot use conjugations. Incorrect. Can you help me? Would he go in with me? That is incorrect. Will they be in with me? Incorrect. Verb in past, incorrect. Can you help me? Incorrect. Would he went with me? Will they were there with us? Incorrect. Okay. And would you mind? Use would you mind plus gerund to make polite requests. Remember that gerund is ing. Okay, so remember when you use would you mind, always the verb needs an ing. If it doesn't have ing, it's incorrect. Okay, you cannot say, would you mind, for example, would you mind help me? That is incorrect. Okay, always when you use would you mind, you need a verb with ing. Understand? Okay, let's continue then. Be careful. The same thing I told you before. If you say no, that means that yes, you want to help that person. If you say yes, I mind, that means that you don't want to help that person. Remember, right? This means yes. When you say not at all, that means that it's not a problem for you. Would you mind closing the door? Not at all. And you close the door. Okay. Would you mind going with me to the movies? Not at all. And you go to the movies because you don't care. You want to do what that person is asking to you. Right. So the same thing, remember, would plus mind, we always use gerund, right? Would you mind helping me? Would you mind going with me? Would you mind being there with us? Never, never, never you use the base form with would you mind. So this is incorrect, okay? And never you use the verb in past. This is also incorrect. Remember, if you have any question about this, just let me know. This is the other activity you did yesterday that you have to correct the sentences. Obviously, in here, we are using mind and turning. So the incorrect was this. We have to use would. Would you mind turning off the radio? This is the correct way because you are using this. Will you? So we are using will. This is incorrect because the verb is the base form. Okay, so the correct is the base form. Could you close? Close in past? No. Could you close in present? Okay, base form of the verb. Could you close? Can you explaining? Nope, because we can't use ing with can. Can you explain that to me again? Right, base form of the verb. Would you mind help me with this? No, I won't help you because you speak bad. Would you mind helping me with this? Oh, yes. That is correct. Because with would you mind, you have to use ing. And what could be the answer for that if you agree? Would you mind helping me with this? Not at all. I could help you, obviously. Would you mind helping me with this? Yes, I mind. I am really tired. Do it yourself and go off. You know, that's me. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, 3 more activities of exercise. So would you mind blank the door for me? What could be the answer of that one? Would you mind blank the door for me? Well, if your answer is opening, so you are correct. Because with would you mind, we need ing. Then number 2, choose the correct option for giving advice. Choose the correct option for giving advice. Which of these 3 is correct? What is the correct way to give advice? Well, when we are giving advice, we have to use a model. So here we are not using a model. Here we are not using a model. So we have two options. Which is correct of these two options? You might bring flowers or candy. Is that an advice? You could bring flowers or candy. So you might bring flowers is not an advice. This is something that you have to do. Okay, but this is an advice. You could bring flowers or candy. Tú podrías, right? You could bring flowers or candy. Number 3, choose the correct option for making a polite request. Which is correct? Making a polite request. Are you helping with his homework? No, because this is a question with the present continuous. That's not a request. Did you help with his homework? No, that is simple past. So that is incorrect. Should you help with his homework? That is like asking for a suggestion. So that is incorrect. Will you help with his homework? That is a request. When you ask for a request, you use will or would. Would you help with his homework? Can you help with his homework? Will you help with his homework? So this is the correct answer. Let's continue, people. Okay, so yesterday also we spoke about this vocabulary, but here I have some definitions. I know that you know the definitions, but I wanted you to have more definitions, okay? So walkable is an area or route suitable or safe for walking. El Conde at Santo Domingo, in Santo Domingo, Conde is a walkable place. In Santo Domingo, also El Malecón. I don't know if that happens, but I know that before authorities used to close the Malecón to make it a walkable place. So walkable is an area or route suitable or safe for walking. You are not going to see cars or vehicles there. So it's safe for you if you walk there. Get around on foot. So get around on foot is a place where you maybe everything is very near and you don't have to take a taxi, you don't have to take the bus, you can go on foot. Okay. Sidewalks is this. If you don't have a car, you can't walk on the street. So you have to walk here in the sidewalks, right? This is the place for pedestrians to walk. Okay, you can walk here with a motorcycle. You can't walk here or you can be here with a bicycle. This is only for people to walk, sorry. Okay, sidewalks. Pedestrians like people like me. I don't have a car. If I go to Jumbo, I have to walk in the sidewalks to get to Jumbo, right? So pedestrian is the people that use the sidewalks because they want to walk, they don't have a vehicle, they don't take any public transportation, so they are pedestrian. It's a person who is walking, especially in a town or city. Traffic. Well, as you know, traffic is traffic are vehicles moving on a public highway. You know what is traffic, okay? Vehicles in a movement. Get to is to arrive at. How do you get to Dominico Americano? Well, I get to Dominico Americano by public transportation, maybe, right? Okay, let's see what else. Okay, I explained that also, but here I have more examples. Remember, if you are using a vehicle, you are going to use by, but if you are using your feet, you are going to use on. I go to work on foot. I go to the institute by bus. I go to my art class by bike. Right. But if you want to use a verb, these all are verbs. Also, this one is a verb. You can say, I walk to go to work. Right. I walk. I don't say I am on walk. I say I walk to go to work. Oh, I repeated this, sorry. I take the bus, right, this one. I take the bus to go to the institute, or I take a motoconcho to go to the institute. I take guaguita from Los Mulos to go to the institute, right? I ride my bike, this one. I ride my bike to go to my art class, right? Notice the two ways to say the same thing. The two examples, with these examples, we are saying the same thing, but in different ways, using different ways to say the same thing. I usually get around my neighborhood on foot. I usually walk, okay? So if you have any question, people just ask me. How do you get to work? I like to get some exercise, so how do you get to work? I like to get some exercise. So if you take a taxi, you get some exercise? I don't think so. Let me tell you something. Another word to say taxi is cab. Okay, just for you to remember that word. Take a cab is the same as take a taxi. Okay, so with the question, if you catch the train, are you doing some exercise? Obviously no. If you drive a car, are you doing exercise? Not at all. If you ride your bike, you are doing exercise. So how do you get to work? I like to get some exercise, so I ride my bike. Okay. Also, you saw this activity yesterday. So some people had some struggling with this, accessible. Easy to get to is accessible. Easy to get to. And the other people were right. Okay, so, okay, let's see another. Let me see. Okay, so I am going to stop this recording here. And the second recording, we are going to see this grammar. This is the second grammar of Unit 5. I am going to send you this I am going to send you this activity, this video first. And in the second video, we are going to see modifiers. Okay, see you